The concept of a 4-day work week isn't new, but its resurgence in global discussions has sparked a fresh wave of curiosity and debate. What was once an experimental idea in the 1970s is now being revisited as a potential solution to modern challenges like work life balance, productivity, and even environmental concerns. Yet, this shift is far from straightforward. Behind the glowing headlines of increased job satisfaction and productivity lie complex trade offs, worker fatigue, intense PANISP startup performance monitoring, and unclear long term benefits. Let's take a journey through the pros and cons of this bold work arrangement and see if the 4-day week is a revolution waiting to happen or a dream with a hidden cost. Imagine this, it's Friday morning. Instead of the grog kange altleisi, tropely heading to work, you're planning a weekend hike, catching up on hobbies, or just savoring the extra time. Sounds like a dream, doesn't it? This is the vision many have of the 4-day work week, a condensed work schedule offering the same pay for fewer hours, often touted as a win win for employees and employers alike. The story of the 4-day work week started decades ago. Back in the 1970s, American companies flirted with the idea. The public loved it. Polls showed that up to 70% of workers favored a shorter week, even if hours remained the same. Businesses pitched it as a way to boost productivity and reduce absenteeism. But as the initial enthusiasm faded, cracks began to show. While morale often improved in the short term, some studies revealed a darker side. Longer work days caused fatigue, and over time, productivity gains disappeared. Fast forward to today, countries like Iceland and companies worldwide have revived this concept. Take Iceland, for instance. They ran trials involving thousands of workers. The results? Reports claimed improved well being, better work life balance, and sustained productivity. Sounds great, right? But here's the catch. In reality, most participants worked slightly fewer hours, not an actual 4-day week, and the trials were mostly limited to public sector jobs, raising questions about scalability to industries like manufacturing or retail. Then there's the famous New Zealand trial by Perpetual Guardian, a financial services firm. Employees reduced their hours by 20% while maintaining the same pay. The results were glowing: happier employees, increased efficiency, and reduced stress. But dig deeper, and you'll find an important detail. Workers were well aware that the trial's success was tied to their future. Many went above and beyond to ensure it succeeded. In other words, was the productivity boost truly sustainable or just a temporary push? On the surface, the benefits of a 4-day work week are clear. Imagine having more time for your family, hobbies, and rest. Data suggests it can lead to reduced turnover, better job satisfaction, and even cost savings for businesses due to decreased absenteeism. Advocates even argue it's better for the planet. Fewer commutes mean lower emissions. But again, there's a flip side. Let's talk about some less glamorous truths. Compressing a week's work into fewer days often means longer hours per day. For employees in physically or mentally demanding roles, this can lead to exhaustion. One study found that employees in compressed work weeks reported more health complaints and sleep issues. Another revealed that the productivity gains companies touted often came from increased performance monitoring and managerial control, essentially squeezing every drop of effort from employees. Even the promise of environmental benefits is tricky. Yes, fewer commutes help. But what happens if workers spend their newfound free time traveling or consuming more? Without complementary policies, those benefits might vanish. And then there's the question of equality. Studies suggest that a 4-day week might widen the gap between job sectors. Knowledge workers might thrive under this model, but industries reliant on hourly wages or shift work could be left behind. Additionally, childcare remains a challenge. For parents, the longer workdays required by many 4-day schedules often clash with school hours. Finally, one of the most intriguing findings in the research is that the initial excitement about shorter weeks often fades. It's a phenomenon researchers call the honeymoon effect. Employees initially enjoy the change, but over time, the benefits, like improved morale and engagement, can diminish, leaving us to wonder, is the 4-day work week a temporary high or a sustainable solution? So, where does that leave us? The 4-day work week is neither a utopia nor a disaster. It's a bold experiment with potential, but also significant risks. Its success depends on how we implement it, who it benefits, and whether we're willing to address the challenges that come with it. As we dream of longer weekends, we must remember a shorter work week isn't just about fewer hours. It's about rethinking how we work, live, and find balance. The 4-day week might not be a one size fits all solution, but it's a conversation worth having, a step toward a future where work serves life, not the other way around.